Okay, so today we're gonna take a look at the upcoming JRIS80. It's a TKL by JRIS Lab, and I will be using a RGB PCB, and this is a rose gold switch. It's a linear, pretty light, linear, and smooth. It's not even lubed, but it feels really smooth. And then we're gonna try two different keycaps. They're both PBT, except one is shine through, just to see how the RGB looks, if anyone is interested in the RGB effect. All right, and this one is the Year of the Rabbit keycaps from Osume. I'm gonna take a look later. So first, let's take a look at the keyboard itself. Okay, so this case is similar to the previous one that they had. It was the JRIS75, just gray with the black handle here. So open it up. So we have a per key RGB hotswap PCB. Okay, we have a Poron foam pack, and we have a PC plate. And then here is the main kit. So if you notice here, they're still using the screwless design. It's easy, you just push and then you can lift up the top part of the case, and then you just push it back and then it will lock into place. I really like the design, so you don't have to fumble with the screws at all. Triangle design here, it says JRIS80, JRIS80, and then there's a little badge here, and this is where some LED light is going to pass through. It's translucent here. And then there's an internal weight. It's supposed to be a brass material, so it helps with the sound. I think brass is so far, I think, the best sounding material for the internal weight. At the bottom, this one has also this one is a stainless weight, I believe, and it has this is the polished one, so it's a PVD gold design. I really like this color and the way it's laid out. It reminds me of Wonder Woman. Okay, so this is cream color, and okay, now let's take a quick look at the keycap. I think this one is sold out already, but it may come back in stock later on. See, I really like their design. It's kind of like soft, powdery color, and I think it should go pretty well with this cream yellow color. And then this is the novelty. See? And then for the switches, I already showed earlier, it will be this one, the rose gold. And let's take a quick look at the little accessory pack here. It's the same design as before. So here we are gonna see silicone gasket, PCB stabilizer O-ring foot pad, and USB-C to USB-A cable, switch puller, keycap switch remover. Oh, we have a nice screwdriver too. It also has the JRIS Lab logo on it. I'm not sure if you can see it. And the screw head. Okay, so you don't really need any tool when you build this one, since everything is already included. And then this is a different kind of badge. If you don't like the other one, you can get, see, there are like this is magnetic, so if you don't like one, you can always choose another one on the Groupbuy. And then this is another design. I don't know if you can see it as well. And then there's also a PVD artisan keycap. This is pretty cool. There's like a triangular shaped logo on it. Okay, it's also PVD, so I think it's gonna look really good on the cream color. All right, anything else? It looks like that's it. So I'm gonna start lubing the stabilizer and installing the switch. I'm not gonna use any foam today, just to see how the board sounds without any foam. Because if it sounds good without foam, it's gonna sound good with foam, for whoever likes foam, right? And then after that, we're gonna install the Year of the Rabbit keycap, just to see what it looks like. And then after that, we'll do a sound test, and then we'll remove the keycap and then use a shine through keycap just to demonstrate how the RGB looks with the shine through keycap, and then that'll be it. Iris Lab logo per key RGB. This is the black, like a black core PCB, supposed to be higher quality than those green ones that we typically see in like cheaper boards. Okay, so and then there's looks like a reset button, and these are where the gaskets would go. Here is like a connector that connects to the daughter board, where the USB-C signal is gonna pass. Okay, I'm gonna use like a 6.25 stabilizer. So I changed my mind and I'm gonna use the Azure Dragon. Still prefer tactile switches. This one is pretty clunky, so hopefully it will show the sound of the board better. Again, it's gonna be clunky, especially without foam. I don't have an aluminum plate, so it's not ideal if you want the most clunky sound. Make sure to grab the aluminum one if you want a super clunky board. Okay, so as you can see here, I pre-installed the switches all on the PC plate, and earlier you heard the snap sound. So this PC plate is pretty well designed in my opinion, because it's a pretty tight fit, and even though it's harder to install, it also means that when you are trying to swap keycaps, it wouldn't just easily pull out when you're trying to pull the keycap. Because sometimes, you know, some PC plates, they are very loose fitting, so it's easy to install, but then when you pull the keycap, it comes out together. So this way of installing switch, you just have to make sure all your pins are straight, and then you snap it together afterwards. See, if any of the pins are not straight, it's easy for the pins to bend when you are trying to install it. So just make sure you double check before you push everything in. I install all the ones that are exact fit, and some of these keys, the space is bigger than the switch itself, so I cannot be sure how to install it ahead of time. So I'm just gonna do all the rest first, and then install the others, few keys at the end. Okay, so all installed. If you look at the Azure Dragon switch, it's so beautiful. It's kind of like purple, blue, and aqua, turquoise. So now we need to install the gaskets. I'm gonna install all of them because usually if you are using like a tactile switch, it's better to have a more stable PCB. The firmer the PCB is, I think it feels more natural when you are using a tactile switch. Otherwise, because the tactile switch itself already had some kind of like a bump. If you leave your PCB to be kind of like bouncy, so then you get double bounce. You get a bounce on the PCB and then you get another bounce on the touch. And for me, I don't like that. So I'm gonna do all the gaskets, but follow the guidelines. if you're using like a linear and you want a more bouncy fill, you can just use like fewer gaskets on each one of these tabs. Each one of them can hold 3. So I'm using all 3, but you don't have to, right? Okay, so now to the main case. Just gonna give you a close look. Okay, it's this PVD is really pretty. This triangle here, it's like a 3D shape. Okay, and then we flip it around. This is gonna be an easy install. So there's no screws, right? You don't see any screw here. And there's no screw inside except for the screws for the weight, right? So all you need to do is, if this is same as the JRIS80, you push on here and then and that's it. See the mechanism? And then on the base, this is what it looks like, right? So it's called a catch ball. I think that's what it's called, catch ball quick install. Right. And then you also see here there are some circles. This is where all the gaskets that we just installed, all those round gaskets, are gonna rest, and that way the PCB doesn't move around while it's being installed together. And just don't forget to install this daughter board cable to the PCB like so. It's right here on the bottom. And we need to install the feet for the bottom of the keyboard. These go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so here's a better look. I removed the protecting sleeve, and then now you can see it's shining. Okay, doesn't this remind you of Wonder Woman? It's pretty cool. Oh, and this piece is magnetic, so let's try take it off. Here, and then you just put it on gently. It's just gonna stick to it. Okay, and then we just push the top case downwards and done. Okay, let's do another one just to okay, so It's a very solid keyboard, just like the previous iteration, the JRIS75. I really like they inputted the same quick release like before. And then see, let's take a close look. Unfortunately, I don't have a set of shine through keycap that uses a 7U spacebar. This is the RGB hotswap PCB, and I just realized it uses the 7U spacebar. So I'm unable to use the one that I was going to use for the shine through after trying this one. So basically, like, it's heavyweight as usual. I'm gonna show you again. Okay. All right. Sound is nice for me. I don't like super clunky, so this has the loudness, but without the harsh, sharp, high-pitched sound that I don't like. Okay. So if you like the clunky sound, make sure you grab the aluminum plate and then the non flex cut PCB, and then also try to use the ABS keycap. Right. On the other hand, if you like a super bulky board, then make sure you get one of the either a palm or a PC plate, and then it's up to you whether you want flex or non-flex cut. All right, if you like loudness, use the non-flex cut, and then just try to use a PBT keycap. If you lube your switches, you're gonna get deeper sound as well. And other than that, I think I covered everything except I don't have the keycap to show you the RGB shine through. Okay, so hopefully you like it, and let me know if you have any questions, and then I just ask below and I will answer as much as I know, or otherwise I'll try to find out and let you know. Thank you.